Welcome. Thanks for joining me in the sanctuary tonight. It's Seek and You Will Find. And if you have a question for me, I'm going to answer it in the form of a healing. So you can write your questions in the chat bar and address them to admin for anonymity. I have a lot of people that are going to be in Seek and You Will Find tonight. So I will try to get to everybody's question, but I just want to let you know that it's possible I might not be able to get to everybody's question tonight. It's growing. Seek and You Will Find is growing. So I'm going to start with the first question that I have for the night. Oh, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Let me set the energy with a prayer. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. Okay, now I can get started. My first question is, I am wondering if because I have so much abandonment and loss in my life, if I feel safer alone. And if so, I would like a healing to feel safe with a romantic partner and friends who are healthy, consistent, loyal, and reliable. I really like this question because the answer is yes. When you have a lot of abandonment and loss in your life, it does seem like it's easier to live alone. That's not necessarily a truth, but I understand that picture. So let me take a look at you and give you a healing on this. You hold your loss and abandonment behind you. It's almost like a shadow figure behind you. So I'm going to help you ground that. And you know, the thing that I notice with you about loss is it's like trauma. Good job. You're releasing the energy that I'm showing you. Okay, that was good. You cleared a lot of energy, a lot of loss. Supreme Being is filling you in now with consistency, love, friendships, like truthful friendships. I heard that very clearly, truthful friendships. And amusement. I like that. Okay. So there you go. May it be with the blessing of divinity that healing be complete. Amen. All right. Let me check real quick. Okay. The next question I have is, I have a request for my mom, Karin Grace Warnica. She's at the end of life. Well, she's at an end of life crossroad. She had a few strokes, the kind you're not aware of until later. She's been in the hospital for days and is now on her way to rehab tonight, where she will either decide to live or just give up because it's too much work. I'm wondering if you can give her a healing to help her make the best decision for her. Yes, absolutely. She has a lot of her energy out of her body right now. I think she has some more things to wrap up, before she goes. So I'm going to give her a healing. There's some family karma that she wants to clear first. Yes, she told me right away when I started working on the family karma that that's what she's been trying to do, is to clear some. Okay, she's in the process of pulling her energy out of her body. I couldn't tell you how long that's going to take. I have made mistakes and made predictions before on people and when they're going to exit their body, and I have been way off. So I can tell you that she is in the process of removing her energy. How long that's going to take, I don't know, but I'm going to have Supreme Being give her a blessing now. That is so cool. Supreme Being gave your mom a blessing on abundance to show her how abundant her life has been. That was really pretty. So she's being filled in with a big gold sun now. All right. That is the healing. Thank you for asking me about that. All right. The next question I have. My son is on vacation with his dad and is not having a good time. I know who this is, and I'm really sorry to hear that. He is arguing with his dad a lot. Can you help the relationship and trip go smoother with his father? Okay, let me work on that. What's going on is that the picture was this was supposed to be a vacation. However, the dad has like some militaristic tendencies and is being very abrupt and controlling. And so your son is not having a good time, and I'm going to see if I can break that up. It's so interesting because from your son's perspective, all he's getting is grief. But I happen to know that your son is partaking in some of the grief. So I'm helping him clear this. So what they really need is space. So I'm giving them both space, pulling each other's energy out of their bodies and giving it back to who it belongs to. And Supreme Being is telling your son that he's fine just the way he is. Apparently, he gets into a picture that he's not good enough when he's around his dad. I just heard your son thank me for taking his dad out of his space. So they need some separation, some space. So let me fill both of them in with gold now. Okay, and I just put a big grounding cord on the trip in general. Okay, Thank you for that request. I hope that helps. All right, next. Can you take a look at my right toes again and send healing? I'm still trying to be toe fungus and athlete's foot free. Yes, I will take a look at that for you. You know, I got a little whiff of something that it might have something to do with the pH of your body. If your body's alkaline, acidic. I'm working on an energy inside the cell. I really meant to say cells, plural. I'm not working on one cell, but it's like a red energy inside the cell that's part of the cause. There's a couple of different energies in there. I got the red, but I would need a little bit more time to work on them to get all of the energies. But the red one was the one that showed up first and was the strongest. Yeah, the red energy is what's irritating the foot. So I think I got all of that out. Okay, let's try that. Let me fill your toes in with gold. And this might sound wacky, but I would put a grounding cord on each one of your toes and keep the grounding cord on your toes because they're now going to be releasing energy and it needs someplace to go. So put a grounding cord on the end of each of your 10 toes. Okay, thank you for that request. The next one is, please help heal injuries and pain to my left foot and right elbow. I'm working on energy in your foot that goes all the way up past the ankle. And there's a lot of white energy along the outside of the left foot where it hit. When I work on your foot, actually a lot of energy comes out of the rest of your body. And I think what's happening is that you're, holding the foot because it's in pain, like hanging on to it, and it's causing you to hold on to other energy in your body. There you go. Now you're starting to release all over. Yeah, that was where you were, well, obviously we resist pain, but you were resisting the energy. Okay, that was good. You just cleared a lot of energy out of the foot. I'm going to fill it in with some gold. All right. Thank you for that request. And it just occurred to me, I think I'm off my game tonight because I wasn't doing healings for the group until somebody threw me a picture and I saw it like, hey, aren't you supposed to be healing everyone? Yes, I am. So I apologize. One of the things I want to do is go back to the first one that I worked on because it was such a good question. If you have abandonment and loss in your life, do you feel safer being alone? So what I wanted to work on with everybody in regards to that is isolation energy and help you clear any isolation energy. So this is for everybody on the call. Well, there's a lot of wounds that come with the isolation. There's a lot of brown energy starting to release that. With the women, I see a lot of pain in the second chakra, and with the men in the third chakra, which is the solar plexus. So there's a really strong fear of being seen and, being seen truthfully for who you are. So I'm grounding that fear. That's nice. That opened up some space. I'm going to fill that in with a gold sun. And that cleared like this padding that was around you from, like when I looked at you in isolation, there was this padding that was a lumpy white energy that came out. And the other thing that happens when you isolate yourself is you get out of communication with Supreme Being. So you're getting a healing, a Supreme Being healing right now to your Supreme Being communication space. Oh, good. That went well. All right. I'm going to fill you in with a big gold sun. All right. Can you please improve my mood, motivation, and clear out any negative energies around me? I certainly hope so. I like that request. Let's take a look. Well, the first thing that I see is you have a snake in your space. A snake is a low-level entity that vibrates at control and destroy energy. And the beings of snakes themselves really can't evolve. So if you get a snake, all you're going to get is control or destroy energy. And you have one in your space. And I believe that snake is holding you in a picture of discomfort. So let me erase the snake first. Yeah, as I erase the snake, all of a sudden now you're able to ground and release where you weren't really releasing before. The other thing about that snake was it was in your head. So when you get an energy or an entity in your head, it's very tough to figure things out if you can't get in the center of your head. So good job requesting this. Let me finish cleaning this out. Okay, now I'm filling you in with gold. And also, I'm going to tweak your crown chakra, bring that up to a higher vibration. Okay, there you go. Hope that helps. Thanks for the request. All right, next, can you please open up and clear out? Oh, you know what? I'm going to get to that in just a minute, but I'm going to do a mood motivation healing for everybody on the call. So what this basically is I'm grounding your emotional body right now. And what's coming out is some conflict out of the emotional body, conflict with other people. Also, just your basic garden variety foreign energy in your space that is of discomfort and that you like resist because it's uncomfortable. Okay, good. You released a lot of energy. I'm going to fill you in with gold. And Supreme Being is coming in with some motivation. That's a really pretty orange gold. Okay, now I'll get to the next one. Can you please open up and clear my creative channels and energy? Yes. Good request. Thank you. You do have some black energy in your creative channels, like on the bottom of the channels. And that black is causing you a lack of motivation. So it's good that you just got the last healing, because I do see that that energy was affecting your motivation. Yeah, that black has been suppressing your excitement and enthusiasm and playfulness. Good. You're releasing that now. Good. Good job. Because that was yucky. Very good job. Filling that in with gold. And don't forget, when you're creating, you want to match your hand chakras to your crown chakra. So bring your crown chakra to gold and match your hand chakras to that gold as well. All right. Thank you for that request. I'm going to give everybody a healing on your creative channels now. What I'm seeing is that a lot of foreign energy gets in your creative channels on a picture of sympathy. Let me give you my picture of compassion, sympathy, and empathy. Compassion is where you can understand somebody else's pain. You can recognize it and understand it. Empathy is where you can recognize that pain and then you start to match it. And sympathy is where you can recognize somebody else's pain and you not only match it, you go over and start to heal it. So this is a healing picture that needs to be cleaned out. Yeah, see, this doesn't surprise me with a group full of healers, because healers have a tendency to be compassionate, empathetic, and sympathetic. But I do highly recommend against sympathy because you wind up using your healing energy. Okay. Good. Energy's flowing in the creative channel, so I'm going to fill that in with gold. And then I have another question. I've lost 10 pounds in the last 7 months and losing more has stalled. Can you please remove any blocks to my progress? Yes, I'll take a look and see what's going on. You've hit a layer of energy where there are a lot of pictures. So let me help you because, when you are in pain, it's, it just can affect so many things. So let me help you with this. I just see where you're at a point where a bunch of pictures lit up. You also have your energy in a picture that it's getting harder. So I want to help you pull your energy out of that. So what I'm seeing is that when you were at this weight before, there was some sort of survival situation going on when you were at this weight. So those pictures are coming up. You're hitting a layer of survival pictures that I'm working on. Good. You're starting to release them. Yeah, and some black energies coming out of your first chakra. That's good. That's always good. One thing you can do in your homework is to look at your first chakra again and clear any black or dark energy that you find. I cleared some of it, but I could tell there was more. And that energy keeps your body in survival, which makes it harder to lose weight when the body's in survival. So on your own in your meditations, you could just put up a rose. Let me get one of my roses. Just put up a rose for your first chakra, ground it, and say hello to any survival energy or black and clear that out. All right. Thank you for that request. I think I got everybody. Let me double check. Yeah, I guess so. Well, then let me give everybody a healing before I close out. And I feel like giving everybody an abundant healing or abundance healing to be abundant. Clearing energy out of your money space that says you can't be abundant. It's a pearl gray. All right, next I'm going to say hello to your abundance in love. Oh, you know what's so sweet as I was doing the healing on abundance in love is I was shown pictures of all of you really young, like 2 or 3, where you get to really experience abundant love. And that's like a great vibration to go back to bring that into present time. So when you are 2 and 3, experiencing abundant love. And then I'm going to say hello to your abundance in your wellness space. That was interesting. You had a picture of being abundant as a whole, like for your wellness. But when I started grounding you, then all of a sudden the picture got bigger and you were seeing that you could have abundance, like in other areas that have to do with your body, maybe like your food, abundant nutrition, abundant exercise. It just expanded that space just by saying hello to it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and circle everybody's energy up. And you're being filled in with a big, abundant gold sun. All right. May it be with the blessing of divinity that this seek and you will find tonight in the sanctuary be complete. Amen. All right. Thank you for joining me. I do not have I do have the calendar set up for July, where you'll be getting an announcement pretty soon about the July classes. And I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I'm going to take a couple of weeks off in July. So the latter part of the month is a little thin on soul support, just because I'm going to be out of town. So I wanted to give you a heads up on that. But we have a Female Fridays coming up on the 5th, and it's time to yourself. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we have a friendship healing coming up and a vacation healing coming up in July. So I look forward to those. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you for Female Fridays. Got my eyes on you. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.